All right, you guys, we're going to keep this moving. A couple comics left. Next guy, I'm very excited to see him work. He comes to us. He's a native of Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Anthony Scott. Give it up for him.
Yeah, give it up one more time for Nell Carter. Wasn't she funny? Little blue from the last time I saw her. But I tell you, I'm loving this stage right here because, you know, I've worked in a lot of clubs where you get these drunken hecklers. They stand up and just kind of... But, you know, here, if somebody gives you any crap, I mean, literally, you could tell them to blow you and they could do it without having to leave their seat. But on a serious note, I'm proud to announce that I've started my own program to kind of help out in my community, give a little back. And it's kind of like the Big Brother program, where you go out and you adopt a hooker, and you take the hooker to church with you, and get them involved in sports, you know, more wholesome things. But the name of the program is Clean Fun for Dirty Whores. So if any of you guys would be interested in participating, just let me know. I got a ticket this morning from one of those idiot motorcycle cops. And at first I thought I might get off with a warning, so I was being all nice and respectful. But then when I see him coming walking back with the ticket, I figured, what the hell, might as well get my shots in, right? So, so I looked up at the guy and I said, so what exactly did you do to get demoted to motorcycle cop? He said, don't talk to me like that. I love being a motorcycle cop. I said, really? So do you like go home and abuse yourself while watching reruns of Chips? Ooh, Eric Estrada, the things you do to me in your sexy pants. And I must say, if you've never had your face planted into the hood of a Toyota, I highly recommend it. I mean, it's better than anything they've got at Six Flags. But I will give Six Flags credit. They've gotten a little more exciting in the past couple of years. You know, like when that kid jumped the fence on the roller coaster to go get his hat, and then it turned out he didn't need the hat anyway. Well, I took my kids to the fair last week, and that was fun. But I'm assuming at least a few of you guys have been to a county fair. Have you ever noticed these guys that run these rides like the Zipper and the Tilt-A-Whirl? You know, they go to work and they scream all day long, and I've always wondered if that kind of ever plays into their personal life. You know, like the kids are going to grandma's for the weekend, things start getting a little hot and heavy in the bedroom, and all of a sudden you hear, all right, we're really rocking now. Hey, anybody want to go faster? Let me hear you scream! You know, they got some White Snake or some Guns N' Roses blasting in the background. But as most of you can tell, if you're not blind comedians, most of you can tell that I'm a fat guy. But I've been trying to lose weight and get back in shape. And at the same time, I'm also trying to quit smoking, which only adds to that constant urge to want to choke the hell out of somebody. But I know it's something I need to do because I figured out that smoking's a lot like being married. It may seem like the thing to do when you've been drinking, but then you realize it's only going to cut 10 years off your life. But one news story that I really loved was that deal where Katy Perry did a video with Elmo for Sesame Street, but then they wouldn't show the video because all these insanely jealous soccer moms started writing in saying that her outfit's too revealing. So then they come out with all these news articles like, ooh, Katy Perry's too hot for Sesame Street. Hey, you know what else Katy Perry's too hot for? Russell Brand. But nobody was complaining when they were over there in India taking their vows, and the minister's like, if anyone can think of a reason, these two should not be married. Please speak now or forever hold your peace, my friend. I mean, where the hell were all these concerned citizens back when that was going on? But speaking of the Indian people, you know, I heard in a news article that more and more Indian people are moving to the U.S. because they have a hard time finding jobs that match their skill set, which leads me to believe that there's a shortage of convenience stores and hourly rate motels over in India. Well, I guess most of you by this point in your lives have been to a funeral home when they have the viewing of the body. And I've always wondered why, when you go into these things, there's always that one family member who stands right there beside the casket like the entire time. It looks like one of the Price is Right girls standing in front of a new ski boat. Let's see what's in your showcase. Our first item is Grandma Johnson. Grandma Johnson was made in 1935 and is survived by a husband, 2 children, and 3 grandchildren. She will be buried in a mahogany casket valued at $7,500. Back to you, Bob. That's about all I got, so thank you, guys.
Anthony Scott, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going for him. It's good stuff.